I've come down here to Downicary for the first time in 2026 to see how happy it's going to make my new year in terms of wildlife. And I'm keen to explore the meadows here where we've been doing lots of work making ponds. Tay,
Chris.
Happy New Year.
Indeed.
Here we are back at Downicary. And look, we've got a lake.
There's a whole lake, yeah.
It's fantastic, isn't it?
It is amazing, yeah. It's amazing how much water is being held just after one winter.
And also not just the lake, but walking across here, all of the other little pools you've dug have all got water in as well.
Ponds everywhere, yeah. And just the grass itself is a big old wetland as well.
Yeah, it's worked, hasn't it?
It has, yeah,
So
very well.
smashed the drains and then dug the holes. And they've come because we've had some pretty good birds here. Green sandpiper again.
Green sandpiper again, that was flying around this morning. We've had a couple of shoveler.
Shoveler.
Yeah.
I like a shoveler.
One of my favourite ducks.
Yeah, the males are especially splendid, aren't they?
They are, yeah. So it's really nice. There's been a male and a female hanging around.
Wow.
So they're usually on this pond. But whenever I come over here, obviously they fly off and go on to sit on a different pond, and then they come back, and so they're really hanging out here a lot.
It's great, isn't it? Already we've increased the biodiversity by shoveler, as it were. But you've been doing quite a bit of planting as well.
Yeah, so getting a load of kind of wetland plants out. So hence all the pots that you can see on the bund there. So we're currently getting all these plants out. So ragged robin, St. John's worts, various different things, lots of different kind of wetland
Basically
plants.
marshy plants.
Marshy plants that will just really kind of diversify what is at the moment just grass.
Yeah. I tell you what, I put ragged robin in one part of my garden, which was tedious grass when I got there. And it stayed in one spot for a little bit, and then we had a couple of sort of serious floods. The river came up and washed the whole garden. Following year we had ragged robin up all over the place, and it's really spread really well now. So by seeding it with just a few plants, you know, within a few years it's almost pink in some places in spring.
Yeah, exactly. So we've just basically just been kind of putting 3 in a little area, kind of moving on, putting another 3 in, another 3 in, so that they're kind of spread out throughout the site, and then, like you say, they'll spread out, and eventually, hopefully, we'll have like seas of pink and yellow and whatever else out there.
Yeah, because I mean, to be honest with you, this is our first chance to really gauge how the water is behaving on this site, because previously it was about shifting it into the river as quickly as possible when it was being farmed, and those drains were functional. But we now know where the water is sitting here, don't we? Which is going to inform us when it comes to the spring and our next round of action, as it were.
Yeah, so you know, we know that the water sits here very nicely. Maybe we don't need to do anything with that stream to get it into here, but maybe we need to try and get it further down. Although the ponds hold the water well, we're not ending up with a lagoon like this.
Yeah.
So maybe we can do something to try and make this happen again and again, or maybe we don't. We know that the water is here now, so.
Yeah. And also we've got to see how long it lasts. Because obviously we've in the last few days we've had, last few weeks we've had significant rain. Yeah. So, you know, what's going to happen if we go
it could be that after a dry spell this disappears entirely, and then, then we have to
feeding it with that stream.
That.
Might work.
Yeah.
Anyway, listen. What about the camera traps?
Yeah, camera traps have been going well, or some of them have. Some of them have been flooded.
Oh no!
Didn't make it, sadly. But I've had one over there where the geese are sitting over there right now, probably capturing a lot of geese footage, but also getting the shovelers on there.
Nice.
Hope also getting some nice fox footage on there as well, because there's a load of voles have kind of dug into the side of the bund, and the foxes have been hunting the voles on the bund, and so get really nice footage of that.
Excellent.
The beaver camera trap that we put out.
We are scene of much activity.
Perfect spot for a camera trap.
Yeah, we have to get it quite high so there aren't any more flooding incidents.
About we'll try
just on there
and attach it to that, I think.
I've got a great feeling about this, honestly.
Yeah, this is going to be good.
It's going to be beaver chewing. Oh yeah, keep an eye on that. I'm not going to wait 2 weeks to see that.
Oh, no. I'll keep you
Honestly.
updated on that one.
Seriously, WhatsApp it to me. It's the minute you get it. All right. I want to go down there. Should we just go down there?
We should go down there. I wouldn't get your hopes up, though.
Oh, don't say that. We had it right on the tree where the beavers
We
were
did.
gnawing.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, disappointment, Tay.
Yeah, still there.
The tree's not down.
It isn't.
They didn't come back.
Yeah,
Well,
beavers do that sometimes. You know, you'll put a camera trap on, fully expecting to get the moment the tree falls down. It's going to be cinematic, but then the beavers do beaver things and go off and do their own thing. And
do you think it was because it was split and they thought it might not actually go down?
it might be that makes it much more difficult to fell. I don't know. Who knows what goes through a beaver's mind?
Hmm.
Um,
The other
Maybe
thing to
just
say though is this has been flooded, hasn't it? This,
It has, yeah. So on the camera trap, I did get. It was probably up to about here.
Oh, was it?
So, yeah.
Well, they couldn't work then, could they? So
They couldn't work then, no. So, you know, that might be something to do with it. Obviously, I've brought the camera trap in because it had got a little bit damp.
oh, well, we had it on here though.
We had it on there.
We thought it
so-
was going to be safe on
Yeah,
there, didn't we?
We really did, and I think it was. I don't think. I don't know. Maybe the bottom of it was getting a little bit damp.
Oh dear. This looks pretty voley here, doesn't it?
It's quite volley, yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
They've been nibbling away. You can see where they've chewed off all of the grass. And of course, the key thing is they're up on the bank where it's dry.
Yeah.
Because down here,
Down here it's too soggy for them.
you're
Yeah.
gonna
They'd
need
be
to
drowning in there.
sub-aqua vole.
Yeah.
It's not going to work, is it? Not at all. But they've been very busy around here, which
They
is
have. They
which
made
is
their
great
little
news.
runs. They've got their holes and they've got their little lawns going on. It's lovely.
Yeah. No
Um,
wonder the foxes come.
Yeah. Speaking of, I have some wonderful footage
Go on
of foxes and voles and their interactions
On this bank.
on this bank, just right here. So if you look here, here's Mr. Fox or Mrs. Fox.
Look at that, aren't they beautiful?
She's gorgeous, or he's gorgeous.
Sniffing about.
Just that
there.
light on them as well.
Look at the ears.
But
Look at
then
the ears.
look
are
how
up.
pricked.
Look. Oh, little vole pounce.
And snatch and grab.
Look at that.
Amazing.
Munching the vole down in the sunshine in the
Yeah.
afternoon. Oh,
Bunch of starlings fly past.
yeah. What a beautiful animal and a great bit of behaviour.
Yeah, yeah.
I love it when the ears twisted round and she
Yeah.
froze because she could hear it and then did that little pounce, the famous mouse pounce as they call it, don't they, when they sort of...
Oh, and then there's the wee.
And then, oh yes.
Oh, and the
Well,
geese have come in.
And the geese have come in because they're not happy about the fox
Yeah.
being there, yeah. So they'll, make a little bit of noise and try and
But
fight.
yeah, I was
Great, wasn't it?
so excited when I got that bit of footage.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely amazing.
so it just shows the value of
yes.
the voles, which wouldn't have been here when this was just sheep field because it would have been too short. They need this kind of rank thatch of grass
Yeah.
that they burrow through and live in,
Yeah,
which wasn't here before and is now.
and it offers them some protection, but,
From foxes, yeah, generally.
well, from foxes and owls and everything
Yeah.
else, but not for that particular vole over there.
No, unfortunately not.
There's a
but,
vacant lot for a vole there
yeah.
at this point in time.
But that is the purpose. Well, not the purpose of them, but it's what one of their ecological functions is to be eaten.
Yeah.
And their predators are good at
Let's
catching
just
them.
be very honest about it. Although we like voles, they are fox and barn owl burgers, aren't they?
They really are. Yeah.
Basically, yeah.